You know, the world of English is a fun and exciting place to be. I'm so glad you could join us for another lesson.
Oh, hi everybody, this is Mr Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. In this lesson, we will look at the changing attitude to the way we use words and how the English language is changing because of this. Be careful what you say. They say that the English language is very colourful and can be used in many interesting ways to describe things around us. However, over the past few years we have started to change some of these words because we feel that perhaps they may be rude or could cause offence to certain people. We call this change political correctness. Wow! So many nuts. Would you like one? Not bad. To be politically correct means to consider the impact of certain words on those people to who the words relate. These groups are often those who have a disability, job titles that refer to gender, religion, or somebody's sexuality or ethnic background. Let's take a look at a simple example of political correctness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet. Should you require any refreshments during the flight, one of our beautiful air hostesses will give you all the assistance you require. We do hope you enjoy your flight. Thank you.
The title air hostess was given to females who work on board aircraft, serving food and drinks and giving assistance to the passengers. The male title was air steward. Some people thought that separating the two genders was unfair and gave a bad image to females who were in this profession. So instead, a new word was introduced that covered both sexes. So nowadays we say cabin crew. This alteration has caused other changes too. These days we do not use the title policeman and fireman. Instead we now say police officer and firefighter. We have also changed words that relate to a person's physical appearance. We no longer use the words fat or tubby to describe a person who weighs too much. These days we tend to use the words large or overweight. Here in the UK, we no longer use the word handicapped to describe a person who cannot walk or has to use a wheelchair. we now use the word disabled or physically challenged. However, in the USA, the word handicapped is still widely accepted. Here are some other examples. A person who is blind is now referred to as visually impaired. A person who is deaf is now hearing impaired. A person who cannot walk is now physically impaired. The word impair means weaken or damage. So by saying that something is impaired means that it is not complete or is not working fully. Perhaps the most controversial form of political correctness relates to ethnic and racial words, especially when we talk about people from African, Caribbean countries, or those who come from that particular ancestry. It is no longer acceptable to use the word coloured to describe a person of this particular descent. These days, the word black is the politically correct term. However, this has recently caused problems when we wanted to use the word black as a simile or metaphor. It is generally accepted that the word black is often used to show a negative action or a bad action, such as black market, to sell something illegally, black sheep, a bad person in a family, black magic, an evil type of trick, black look, to give someone an angry expression, black list, a list of bad things, and blacken, to make something look unattractive. So these expressions have become less popular now, even though they do not in any way relate to the racial origin of a person. Another example of political correctness was the attempt to change the word blackboard to chalkboard. However, many people thought this was going too far, so that particular word is still okay to use to this very day. It's a good idea.
It's a bad idea.
I agree.
I disagree.
It's wrong.
It's okay.
It should be stopped.
It's all right.
I have no problem with it.
No worries. It's okay.
It should be stopped.
I think it's disgusting.
Look what I'm having for my tea. Political correctness tends to occur in democratic countries where freedom of speech is taken as a civil right. In some ways, it is ironic that societies that encourage free speech are the same ones that are also attempting to suppress it. It is also worth noting that being politically correct is not a new thing. In fact, it can be traced back to the early 20th century, during the period of the First World War. There seems to be a big divide about how far we should go with political correctness. Some people believe it is a good thing and should be encouraged, while others believe that our freedom to speak has been taken away. You may even hear someone use the sentence, "It's political correctness gone mad!" Love it or hate it, it seems political correctness is around to stay. Generally, the thought behind it is a good one, and maybe we should try to encourage the positive use of words. But some people think we should be careful not to carry it too far, or allow it to get out of hand or out of control. It is yet another example of how the English language is constantly changing. Whether it is for the better or worse, it's for you to decide. My favourite. Before I leave you today, I would like to say a special hello to my new friends watching in Bosnia and Herzegovina, China, Germany, Mexico, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela. This is Mr Duncan in England saying, watch your P's and Q's. In other words, be careful what you are saying and to whom you are saying it. Have fun until next time. Ta-ta for now. These leather trousers are so hot, I'm taking them off.